Emeril, tell us about your dish.
We have something very special in New Orleans called Boudin, a Boudin Blanc, traditional rice and pork liver sausage that's usually done in the casing. It has popcorn rice from Louisiana with the pork and liver. There's a little relish on top of Mirleton and radish that's pickled. Underneath is a very classic Louisiana preparation called Bouillon. So we take all the shellfish shells and reduce this down, and we made it into a vinaigrette because we wanted more acidity. And we felt that maybe the wines that were chosen to match this needed a little help with acidity. And I'm sticking to that story, and I hope you enjoy it.
Enjoy it. Oh my God, die for it.
Delicious.
It seems like Michael and I were thinking along the same lines because we chose the same grape, but different expressions. Michael chose the Far Niente Chardonnay Napa Valley 2014, rated 89 points, sells for $67. This is all estate fruit from one of the leaders in California Chardonnay. And I chose the Christian Moreau Père Fils Chablis Les Clos 2014, 95 points, $111. Two different expressions of Chardonnay. So Michael, tell us why you chose the Far Niente to match with Emeril's dish.
I chose Far Niente because I just felt like this was a good marriage of New World wine in an elegant style, and it has the 100% Chardonnay grape, and I think that really shows through. The wine I thought would really marry well and balance out the Cajun notes, the Cajun spices, which this isn't a spicy dish, but the really specialness that you really only find in Emeril's cooking.
Thank you, Michael. And it is reserved for California style. It's barrel fermented, but only half the barrels are new. There's no malolactic fermentation. The fruit comes from Coombsville, a cooler region, so it has more restraint and elegance, as you say. The Chablis I picked because, first of all, I love Chablis. I think everybody should drink more Chablis. And secondly, because New Orleans has a long and deep French tradition, and I think there are great restaurants in New Orleans with great French cellars, including Emeril's. His red and white Burgundy selection in his restaurant is amazing, and I thought that a French heritage would go well with the dish. Tasting them together, I feel like the flavor profiles are very similar, and both nestle in beautifully with the Tartlet. One is more acidic. The Chablis has that racy, crackling acidity, whereas the Far Niente is a little rounder and gentler. So that is where I think your preference might come. Emeril?
You know, we didn't talk a lot about the shrimp, and the shrimp, we're very blessed in Louisiana to have great shrimp. We didn't talk about the Trinity, which is the texture that you're getting. I think the French and the style of the French wine is a better match with the dish, personally myself. The mineral content of it changes the dish in my palate a lot. They're both great. Like I said, I drink a lot of Far Niente, but Tom, you might have got lucky here.
Any other comments?
If you drink the Far Niente before the food, you will definitely say, this is the wine. This is such an elegant, rich, buttery wine. After you taste the dish, the incredible elegance, the minerality, the spices that come and complement so well Emeril dish just raise so much into the palate, and it becomes such an extra acquisition, and it makes the dish complete because of the wine being so elegant and complete.
Very quickly, I love what you've done with the shrimp. I never realized the power that us as chefs we have, as after Katrina hit the Gulf of Mexico, and all my shrimp were coming from Asia. I don't charge much for them, but they're good quality, but they were coming from other places. And I remember when in my restaurants in Washington, we changed completely from buying foreign shrimp to start buying shrimp. And we didn't realize how much we were helping the local fishermen there. That's probably the day that I realized that every decision we make can have a huge effect in the lives of people. So I love your shrimp, my boy. And wine-wise, I think this is a genuine, American dish. I'm not gonna make any logic because you can go either way on flavor and the spiciness. And I'm gonna go because I have to go with Napa, because if you're eating American great food, in this case, you should be drinking great American wines.
All right. So
Those are my principles, and if you don't like them, I don't have others.
let's ask the audience. Who prefers the Far Niente with the dish? Quite a few people. That's good. And who prefers the Chablis? Well, that's more people. I don't think we have to send this one back to a recount. Both beautiful wines, but the Chablis really makes the dish. Thank you, Christian. Thank you, Emeril.